and this is my first cup of coffee in a week. More about that in a minute, but first we're gonna run some errands and I will tell you about why this is my first cup of coffee. Just hang in there. Here we go. So let me tell you a little bit about the craziness that happened this past week. So basically, I was having some pain, nothing real severe, just some like movement feeling in my lower abdomen and slight pain and discomfort. So I wanted to go and, I'm doing dishes by the way. I wanted to go and kind of get it checked out and just make sure everything was okay, because it was a new feeling, a little discomfort, and just wanted to make sure things were okay. So I went to a local little urgent care and saw someone there, and they thought that I might have something called diverticulitis, which is like I don't know, I don't want to get into all the details. Basically, I had an infection in my colon, and so they gave me antibiotics. They put me on a prescription for antibiotics. I went to get the prescription filled. Come to find out, the pharmacist caught it. The antibiotic that they had prescribed was one that I was allergic to. So then they changed it to 2 other ones. And also while I was there, they told me that I needed to be on a low fiber diet for this diverticulitis thing. So that's what I did. So after being on the antibiotics for even just a few days, I started having all sorts of symptoms. Let me tell you, anything that was on the list of a symptom that you could have, it seemed like I had it. I had aches and pains, I had upset stomach, diarrhea, a little graphic there, but you name it, I had it. And I was miserable. I just felt so not like myself too. Even one of the side effects was anxiety. I was all fearful and worried, and it was a mess. Let me tell you, a mess. Come to find out, the diet that I was on was one of the worst diets possible that I could have been on for an antibiotic. So it just wrecked me. It just totally threw me for a loop, messed me up for a good solid week. After all of this, all these symptoms, all this craziness going on, I still, after I had finished the antibiotics, my last day, the next day, I still had the same symptoms that I had before the antibiotics, and that worried me. And the thing is I still had all those antibiotics in my system, and they had caused this sort of anxiety, plus not being on the right diet messed up my whole system. I was just a mess. So I began to be in like panic mode. Now, if you know me, you know that I am not one to particularly be anxious. I tend to have a high pain tolerance. I don't go to the doctor. I've been trying to get better at that. That was part of this, which may have traumatized me. No, not really. But, oh! Let's check this out, guys. What are you doing, Josh? Is that yummy? The day after I finished those antibiotics, I was panicked. So much so that we ended up going to the emergency room because I just knew there was something wrong. So I ended up in the ER. I have never been in the ER my entire life, never. That just goes to show how, you know, tolerant I am to pain, or, you know, healthy or whatever, however you want to take that. I've never been in the emergency room for myself. I've been there a lot for teens and family members and all sorts of stuff. I've been around a lot of hospitals, but I've never been there for myself. It's chowing down on this thing. Oh my goodness, you ate a lot. Is it yummy? That's how Mommy used to eat them as a kid. It's good for you. Can't wait till we have some from the garden. How about you? You excited about the garden? He told me he was excited about the garden the other day. Matt and I are excited. We're getting anxious because it's so cold still. Oh, and by the way, garden videos coming soon. We'll have some tips out here real soon, hopefully. You want me to cut that out for you so you don't have all the seeds on the ground or in your mouth? Let me cut that out for you. You like the seeds? They're kind of, some of them can be just a little tip here when you're doing peppers. If you turn them over and slap them like this, it gets all the seeds out. A little trick my dad taught me. What are you doing? Is it a glove? What is that? Pepper. Like a glaze haze. What is that? Oh, maybe we got a smudge, pepper smudge. I think that's what it is. Save it for later, I gotcha. Is that better? Yep, that's what it was. Save it for later, he said. So where was I? First time in the emergency room for myself, outside of giving birth, which I don't think really counts. But, so first time there, I was kind of calm, but kind of freaked out, just wanted to find out what was going on. You know, once we made the decision to go, I calmed down, I felt better because I knew that we were gonna figure out what was going on. At the emergency room, the nurses and the staff were phenomenal. It was an incredible experience. It was really good. But instantly when I got in there and started telling them what all had been going on, they all said that they didn't think that I had the original diagnosis of diverticulitis. They thought that was wrong, and they were determined to figure out what was going on. And they did, and it was incredible to finally know what was going on and figure out what we needed to do. So come to find out, I had had an ovarian cyst that had ruptured. I need to get back in the routine and go to the store and meal plan. It's been crazy and everything's been out of whack. For meal right now? You get them all cleaned up? All right, get your last few pieces. Right there. Good job! High five! Clean up your room. All right, what do we do now?
Do a squat.
Okay. And then we'll come back. There you go. Yo ho, yo ho. It's off to the bathroom. Go. The water is just right, says the pirate mom. Alright guys, so that's about all that I have for this video. Let me get the light here. Looks like this might be a bit of a longer video, which is okay. I've been away for a while. You can handle a longer video, right? Yeah. But I've got some exciting things planned coming up. We're gonna get started on some gardens, so we'll have some garden tips, we'll have some cooking, we're gonna have some fun activity videos, possibly some prank videos coming up soon. Shh, don't tell Matt. Shh. It's all coming soon, so stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. I'm Crystal Keim. I will see you guys later, friends. Bye. Yes, I just set my camera in the refrigerator. Don't you guys do it? I do it all the time.